Hi Virgo, this is your horoscope for September 2013 with me Lada from astrological.com, and I always advise you make sure you check your ascendant sign prediction as well as the sun sign, and if possible also the moon sign, because the ascendant sign and the moon sign are way more personalized. The ascendant sign changes its position every 2 hours, while the sun sign, which everyone seems to check always, changes its position once every month only. So the ascendant sign prediction will be way more, specific for you, and you can get much more details from it. Also, the moon sign changes its sign once every 2 days, so way more personalized than only the sun sign prediction. And if you don't know what your ascendant, sun, or moon signs are, you can find them at my birth chart calculator at astrological.com. So, what does September hold for you, Virgos? And this is your month, of course, Virgo. So the sun will be in your sign, and whenever the sun comes into the sign of your sun or of your moon or of your ascendant, you get a new fresh of life lease. You get rejuvenated, you get enlivened, and maybe you even start feeling it from the end of August until the first 20 days of September. But this is a time for new beginnings for you. If you wanted to start a new project, a new regime, and if you wanted to be consistent and to hold longer in your life, then do it now, in this month, in September or the end of August. If you want to start a new project, maybe a new business, or just to do something that you haven't done before and you haven't had the courage before, now you have the charisma and the confidence to do it, because the sun is this planet of confidence and personal. It's like the sun is your personal charisma, your personal individuality. When it's in your sign, you kind of tend to shine more like the sun, even if you're a shrinking violet, like they say usually about Virgos, which is not always true, of course. But when the sun invigorates your sign, you become the presence, you become more into your own power. So if you want to do something important and you want to be remembered and you want to make an impression, now is the time to do it. And Mercury is also in your first house. Mercury is a very intellectual planet. It makes you more articulate, more bright, more. Your words come at the right place. I wish I had a strong Mercury, but I don't, so I always have to think long what I say. So the words will be falling exactly at the right place. Usually Virgos are very good with words anyway, because they are the sign of the mind, they are the sign of Mercury. But when Mercury is also in your sign, it makes you doubly Virgoan, so you manage things better in your life. You even though you're already ordered, you become even more ordered now. You can have more control of your business, of your everyday life. You can arrange your life and your daily affairs way better and with more confidence because of the sun there. For business, any kind of business deals, the sun and Mercury in the first house are fantastic, because the sun is the planet of career and the planet of achievements and recognition. So you'll be more visible and recognized, and Mercury is the planet of the manager and the business person naturally. So you have this spark, this aura of knowledge about you, and even if you're not someone who is very much career oriented, you feel yourself more invigorated, more clever, more sparkly this month, and confident. There is Mars is in your 12th house, Virgo, and Mars is the planet of spontaneity, impulsivity, and 12th house is a house of spending. So be careful that you don't spend crazily. It will be there in September and part of October. So some sudden expenses might crop up. Maybe having to fix something, because Mars rules the planet, is the planet of sorting out problems, fixing things. So you might have to fix some things. That's why these expenses crop up. Or the best case scenario is if you give some of your energy, because Mars is the planet of energy, towards others without expecting it to be given to you. So expenses, 12th house is house of expense, but it's also the house of giving, of charity, of giving of yourself freely. And it's so much better if you work with those energies consciously, and you initiate some kind of a giving, some kind of an expense of energy, of time, of your physical help even. Go and help a friend of yours fix up their house, or move someplace else, or repair a car, or help them solve some problem. Because if you do this consciously, the universe will not take it from you by force, by you having to some problem cropping up that you have to fix. So you can put a lot of energy in helping others this month, the 12th house, or it will be required from you to take care of someone or something because of Mars being there. And also, 12th house is the house of holidays and going away. And when Mars is there, you might go on holidays which are more active, more sporty, more physical, more like maybe bicycling excursion somewhere or something similar. And the most important thing that's happening, Virgos, in the sky in September is that the North Node and Saturn are joining together. And for Virgos, they're joining together in the third house of communications. And these two planets are they join together once every 11 years. When they join together, they tend to bring some kind of a worry because they're both crow planets. So there might be a lot of mental worry into your life. You might feel it in August, in September, in October, while these two planets are together. So you might be projecting negative thoughts, which are actually not so realistic, don't transpire into something so bad. But you might have a lot of self-doubt through part of this month. Which is quite powerful, which self-doubt regarding is this the right decision to make? Because third house is the house of making decisions, looking at the problem from all sides and deciding to make the first step or not to take the first step. So it's the planet of mental assessment and decisions. And when these two planets are there, they can make you doubt. They can make you should I or should I do it or should I not do it? North Node makes you rush. North Node makes you want to do it. Saturn is the opposite. It's a holding force. So it's telling you you shouldn't, or maybe it's not going to work out as you want. So you might have had for a few months now a dilemma. Should I go for it or should I not go for it? But I'm here to tell you you should go for it. Now, because of all those planets in your first house of initiating and starting something new, which they're helping infuse the energy of yes, go for it. And also, third house is the house of self-initiation and courage, where the North Node and Saturn are. So if you've been fearful about something and you've been wondering and not so sure, should you do it, should you not do it, right now, I think that in September especially, there'll be a culmination of this process of wondering and being not sure. And I think that a lot of you take a step towards starting something new and doing something new. North Node is the planet of doing new things. Saturn is the planet of ending old things. And when they join in your third house of interests and hobbies and initiating, starting new things, some of you might be ending some old hobbies, some old interests, and might be finally getting the courage to start some new ones. Maybe some of you will take up playing the piano, will take up, these are skills that you learn. This is what third house is. Some of you might start learning to try and learn bicycle, try and learn scuba dive, try and learn to play the piano, try and learn a new language. And as I said, this happens very rarely, once in 10 years. And now you have a window, which happens so rarely, to really go after something very difficult that you didn't have the courage to do before. And this trigger will not happen for many years for you. But right now, some of you might be asked to start some new course to study. Some of you, even if you don't feel like studying it, something might come that you have to learn to do something new, a new skill, maybe learn to use a computer, learn to use a new software, learn to use some new program that you were scared from before. And you might have a lot of worry whether you will succeed, but these planets will push you in that direction to initiate it and to start it and to make it happen. And again, as I repeat, third house is house of practical skills that you learn. Also, third house rules communications. So you might feel a bit more abrupt in your communications, a bit more rough because of these two planets are somehow more disruptive, as I said, more cruel. And third house rules teammates and associates, and you might have some crisis situation there with teammates because of these two cruel planets. There might be some tension, maybe you're starting some new projects with teammates and you have to work very hard on it because Saturn is the planet of work, hard work. Rahu is the planet of new opportunities. So some new opportunities to do in collaboration with others that you will have an opportunity now to put a lot of energy into it, a lot of hard work, and actually for it to start to open doors for you like the North Node does. So if you're planning on some work together with other people, now is the time. It will most likely culminate right now in teammates, in cooperation with others, or third house is media. maybe if you have your own business and you're into media, into running a business, into trying to promote yourself, into trying to do some sales and marketing, is all those business skills. The third house rules is the house of the lower mind, the mind of the trader, of the business person, of the practical, down to earth person. So there will be some culmination, a lot of worries and stress about that because of those two stressful planets, but positive results because you will kind of harness your energies into that direction, and you've put a lot of work and hard work, as I said, Saturn, and the opportunities will open there because of the North Node. Just watch out in relationships with siblings, co-workers, teammates, because this energy is a bit rough. There might be some tension there. Also, a relationship with a sibling or relatives can culminate. Some issue can culminate there. Some problem that has been brewing can culminate and explode, but hopefully will be sorted. You can work out on a new beginning with those people as well. Uh, and let's see what else. I want to give you some specific degrees. Those of you who have their ascendant only their ascendant in Virgo from 14 till 19 degrees in Virgo, they're having a Jupiter aspect to their seventh house. And Jupiter is the planet, whatever it aspects, it infuses kind of life there, fertility. It brings new opportunity the easy way, not like the North Node with a shock. The North Node can make you do it even if you don't want to do it. But the Jupiter, you get inspired to do it. And the seventh house is relationships and business partnerships. So if you have some business partnerships with someone, clients as well, seventh house rules clients, people that you work one-to-one with, someone you trade with, someone you sell goods to, someone you exchange something with, your partner, you exchange sex with them, you exchange whatever favors with each other, you equal rights. Jupiter will tend to heal those areas, will tend to make improvements. So some of you might have an improvement in their relationships, in their marriages, if they've been rough till now. Some of you might fall in love if you're born with Jupiter from 14 till, sorry, with ascendant in Virgo from 14 till 19 degrees, only the ascendant, not the moon or the sun. Some of you might meet even, maybe some of you broke up and Jupiter comes and you get back together, or you meet someone new, or there is a lot of interest of others towards you. Somehow people find you attract more and more people and good things coming to you from others, because seventh house rules others. And Jupiter makes sure that something good comes to you through business partners, through one-to-one communications with others, through relationships, or through counseling with another as well, or through your clients. Thank you very much, Virgo, and I'll see you next month.